Hey, it's Clint back again with a video that was sort of spawned by the solar stuff that I've been doing recently, but is not really about solar at all. And the beginning, like the title of this video, sort of seems to be from a negative place, um, but a negative place that I'm thankful for. So I'll sort of explain in a minute, the part that I'm, about me being thankful. But first, I'll sort of explain what made me want to do this video in the first place. So, first of all, I don't, and I'll mention this, I'm sure, more than once, but I mean, I'm not the person that is likely to ever make videos asking for people to subscribe and like things and all that kind of stuff. I'm just a regular person and I don't know how to edit videos. I don't claim to be an expert in any one particular topic. And so with this video though, I mean, if by the time you get to the end of it, if you're feeling that you're kind of like-minded with me about how you look at YouTube, I would encourage you to, even if you don't care about any of the other stuff that I have to say on here, maybe consider subscribing or commenting or liking or something, just so that other people that that are out there that might feel like me, not to mention the people that are on here trying to create stuff to help the YouTube community, can sort of get some of the recognition that I feel like they deserve. But at any rate, a couple of days ago, when I started out on this whole YouTube idea, I've been watching YouTube for years, and it's been a big part of sort of me doing some of the things that I've done in my own sort of DIY life up until now. And I knew that if I sort of got bold enough and confident enough that I was ever able to make videos of my own, that at some point there was going to be something that came up that was criticism, and that happened just a couple of days ago. And I had thought about it. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't really know how I would react to it. I sort of felt like maybe I would be angry about it or whatever. That's not really what happened. What ended up happening was I just kind of felt really defeated and kind of like I just maybe didn't want to do this anymore. And it is what it is. I mean, it's not to say that I mean, I don't have a huge following and stuff. I'm just basically kind of doing this stuff for me. And if anybody else gets anything out of it at all, then cool. But on the solar videos that I've been doing, it was on part 6 and 7, I think it was. There was an individual that came out that basically wrote several pages of commentary in the comment section about how basically everything that I had done up until that point was mediocre, wrong. The stuff that I chose wasn't any good. The execution was bad. Just on and on and on. And some of the commentary that was in there was about stuff that actually was answered in other videos that the person hadn't seen, and other parts of it were regarding stuff that I actually knew already, but just because I haven't gotten to filming those parts yet, that wouldn't have been known by anybody other than myself. But it was just pages and pages. Like, I don't know. I mean, it must have taken quite a while to to sit there and sort of organize your thoughts enough to basically make me know that you thought that everything that I had been doing was completely wrong in every single way, and basically a death trap for me and the people that are going to be using the trailer. So I was pretty disheartened by that, just because, first of all, I don't think that a lot of that stuff is even accurate. And I went on to this individual's page to see, like, is this guy like some kind of like an electrical engineer or something, or like, and it's just being like hyper thorough with me and stuff. I mean, I didn't subscribe to the person's page, but it doesn't appear as though they're out there telling anybody how to do anything except for just stumbling across videos like mine and doing it. So it was pretty disheartening. And I just kind of thought about it for a couple of nights, and it's like, it is what it is. I was polite in my response to him, and I'm still polite in my position on it now. I mean, it sort of rattled me a bit, but it's just on the same token, it is what it is. Like I said, I knew this was gonna happen someday, and that there was gonna be an element of sort of negativity from people that were gonna be watching these, if anybody watched them. So I just kind of decided, and this video is going to be kind of all over the place in a way. I don't know how to make chapters. I do appreciate the YouTube guys out there that do know how to do that, where you can kind of skip to different parts if you want to. Probably someday I'll end up watching a video that's created by somebody who isn't a computer programmer or have any certification in how to make websites or anything like that, and show me how, and I will appreciate the information when I find it. But I just wanted to make this video to sort of explain the fact that I have been consuming YouTube videos to improve our life for a long time, and have been watching videos by people who are professionals at what they do, as well as people that aren't professionals at what they do, and everything in between. And YouTube is loaded with people that are basically just like me, that are just wanting to sort of have a hands-on approach to things in their life, and they go to YouTube as a means to learn how to do something that they didn't know how to do before. So I just wanted to make this video for the simple fact that I am hugely appreciative to the people that have sort of shared what they're doing with the YouTube community. It has given me the idea to do all kinds of things. I'll sort of show you a few clips of it here in a minute, but it's probably also given me the confidence to even try some of the things that maybe were not a very natural thing for me to think that I could do. So take a look at a few of the things that that I've done. I didn't film any of it because I just wasn't at a point where I was confident or out there enough where I thought that I could do that. But there's a bunch of things that we've accomplished in the renovation of our own home, as well as some of the RV stuff that we're doing, and just kind of all over the place in general, that I owe YouTube and the gazillions of people that are on there, certified or not certified. I owe you a thank you, and here's a few things that we've done. Thanks, Tile Coach, for showing me how to install an eyelid tub drain, and making the bathroom renovation in our house possible surrounding that. Thanks again to the Tile Coach for taking me from something that, like laying tile, which was something that I previously was crappy at, and showing me tips and tricks so that I could do this. Thanks, Garage Gym Reviews, for giving me the idea to save a whole pile of money by going to a hardware store, basically, and buying horse stall mats to build a surprise gym for my wife while she was away at an appointment. Also, thanks for all of the equipment reviews that he has done that made understanding what kind of equipment we were even going to put in here possible to begin with. Thanks, Vancouver Carpenter, for showing me how to feather an edge and take what was probably one of the most challenging drywalling walls that I've ever done, with regards to keeping this wall blended all the way from the floor through multiple sheets of drywall all the way to the ceiling, several feet in the air. Thanks to Dusty Lumber Company for giving me the confidence and some tips and tricks on how to be able to give this to our grandchildren in our spare room, which is a bed that I made myself using no screws and castle joints for the legs. Also, thanks to Blacktail Studios for all the videos that he's made over the years for making me believe that I could build furniture at all. Thanks BYOT and TG Woodworking for a couple of things on this wall. One was the sort of the step-by-step motivation to build the geometric feature wall that's here, but also to TG Woodworking as well as a whole bunch of other channels actually that sort of had built fireplace mantles themselves. And although this particular fireplace mantle doesn't look anything like the one that he did because I had my own sort of ideas as to what I wanted it to be, from watching YouTube videos like these two channels provided, I had the confidence to even give it a try in the first place. Thanks to watching a whole bunch of different YouTube videos and channels and stuff over the years, this was an idea that was sort of born out of the geometric wall that we did in the living room, as well as I was kind of pumped on making fireplaces at that point, and I came up with this permanent headboard on my own, which is sort of a combination of building a fireplace mantle and a geometric wall and a feature wall all in one. So I probably would have preferred to do this part inside the RV, but unfortunately the RV is at the shop getting some warranty work done. But thanks to paving new paths for making me realize to take apart our pass-through storage and sort of rework it to have even more storage than we had before. And then also with regards to some of the most recent videos that I've done that were about the solar that we did on there, that was kind of what started the reasoning behind making this video in the first place. Thanks to Will Prouse, who it's pretty difficult to, I think, look up anything on YouTube regarding solar and not coming across him. And then also when we were trying to figure out the most economical way to do the batteries in this, and lithium iron phosphate chemistry was new to us and we'd never had it before. Thanks to the off-grid garage way across on the other side of the world for explaining charging profiles and all kinds of cool stuff if you ever need to know anything about batteries. So basically the end result of this video is that the fact that there is, I mean, and some of the people that I mentioned in this video probably do have some official certification maybe to talk about some of the things that they do. Maybe some of them don't. I know lots of the videos that I've watched that I just don't have time or can even remember where I found them or what they were, are by people that are just like me and are just involved in the YouTube community for no other reason than just trying to basically learn how to do something that you didn't know how to do before. So for that, I'm eternally grateful to YouTube, because without the YouTube community supporting each other and sharing information back and forth about what everybody's up to, whether it's making mistakes like I've made or like lots of other people have made publicly on here, or by making really polished and edited looking videos that are by people that are licensed in their fields and maybe operate businesses and stuff and are just using it as a marketing campaign. Without YouTube in my life over the last several years, I don't know that I would have necessarily gotten the confidence and the ambition to even try some of the stuff that I've tried and done, in my opinion, pretty well with. So to the point, YouTube is full of people that know what they're talking about. There's also a large component of YouTube creators that are just people like me that maybe don't necessarily know, don't necessarily have a certification in anything, but are just really eager and willing to try, and just want to um, learn how to do something that they didn't know how to do before. So to both of those people out there making videos, I thank you. And to the people that I mentioned in this video, I appreciate what you've allowed us to accomplish in our home, and just in my life in general, with regards to just getting out there and trying stuff. So back to the original statement, I knew that the day of criticism on something that I did was going to come up, but I'm not here to try and tell anybody that I'm a professional in anything. I'm just here trying to basically do the other side of this. After many years of me watching other people's videos on how I can do things in my life, I just felt that I was at a point where I wanted to involve myself in the community on the other side. So if YouTube has been a similar force in your life, I don't ask people to to share or like or do any of that stuff. I don't have a fancy introduction. I'm not going to become an editing wizard and have like fireworks and animations and stuff going on. But I will say that if YouTube has affected your life in the positive way that it's affected mine, maybe consider sharing, commenting, and interacting with this one, because there's an awful lot of people out there in YouTube land that I would never have time to mention in this video that I appreciate very much. Whether you are certified to do what you're doing or not, you've encouraged me to do something in my life, and I appreciate you.